Thank you. Okay, good morning. Yes, S2, NTIC Ogun students. How are you this morning? Can we have some write-up? Let me see your name. Yes, if you can hear me, please. Good. Aisha Abdullahi, good morning. Azan, good morning. Morning. Okay, well, how are you today? Okay, so Daniel, good morning. I want as many that are online to comment, please. Comment with your name. With your name. Good morning, read one. Amina Abdullahi, good. I've seen that. Sherif Oba, I've seen that. Good morning. Good morning. I want other people to write their name. Fetia, good. Akinola, good morning. All right. I want others to write their name. I'm waiting. I only have few students here now. Nifishe Oloyede, good morning. Okay, others should write their names. Let me know who are in my class already. Olawale, good morning. Okay, so I'm waiting for others to write their names so that we can move ahead. Okay, so this is to inform every one of you. Abdulatif, good morning. Okay, good. I've seen that. This is to inform you. Please be well informed that you are going to be taking an online test. The information will be passed to you. Get ready for an online test probably tomorrow. You are going to have the link for the tests. So all the classes we've been taking, you are going to be testing all the subjects you have been taking too. All the subjects you have been taking. You are going to have an online test probably tomorrow. So get ready. All the information you have been given, all the lessons you have been taught. And for those of you that don't really have a book, you can quickly go back online, go and watch all the videos of the lessons we have been taking so far. Good morning, Amina. Omena, good morning. Christian, good morning. Lincoln, Audu, good morning. Okay, so I was saying that you should prepare for a test tomorrow. There will be a test. Azan, Kazin, good morning. Jamil, good morning. So we are going to have a test, please. So if you have not been following up, you have the opportunity to go on YouTube and watch the video. All the assignments I've given you, make sure you do it and you turn them in. All the assignments, make sure you do it and you turn them in. There is a dedicated email where you submit your assignments. There is a dedicated email, ogungss2@ntic.edu.ng. So make sure that you are turning in. Yes, it's the test tomorrow. Yes, prepare, it's tomorrow. There is a test on all the subjects you've been taking. That's what I just said now. Yes, so on all the subjects. Well, it is possible you might not have the test tomorrow, but prepare for tomorrow first. There is going to be an information to that effect. All right. What time? The information will be passed to you generally. Just be on the lookout. Watch for your text messages, WhatsApp messages, and information from your mom and dad. Probably it will be passed to them, but there's going to be an official information informing you that you are going to take a test, and then the link for the test will also be sent to you. It's just simple question. It's an online test, so it's not going to be too difficult. But just make sure you are reading. Make sure you are reading and you are practicing. All that you'll be tested on are those practices we have done. So, all right. But you are going to get an information to it. Just prepare. I'm just giving you a pre-information. There's going to be a proper information. There's no class tomorrow. Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. It may be tomorrow, but wait for the information. The information will come to you. You say sometimes those links don't work. If it doesn't work, you can quickly complain on the link. You can complain. You can call. You can make calls. You can send text messages or WhatsApp messages. But then just wait until the information comes. All you need to do now is to be preparing. All right. Okay, so that is the information I have for you, and then there's going to be our class today as usual. We are done with directed numbers. We have been able to add, subtract, and we have been able to multiply and divide. So this morning they didn't pick up. Farida, good morning. Don't worry, if nobody is picking up, just send text messages. Those let's leave that for now so that we won't have to disturb the lesson. All right, let's leave that for now. Okay, let's concentrate on the screen now. Okay, so we have questions. I want everybody to participate in this, and we're going to be taking it one after the other. This is our warm-up. For each of these expressions you have on your screen, yes, they will tell you. Good morning, Sally Ibrahim. Okay, now you are wrong. One is not 4y. You see, this is what you need to note. Pay attention to instruction. Don't just go ahead and add 3y plus y and you get 4y. It's wrong. That answer is not correct, Daniel. Okay, what you are supposed to look for is what is the question asking you to do. Look for the instruction first. And when you see the instruction says evaluate each expression for y equals 3. So you are given a value for y. Don't just go ahead and add and then remove the the instruction. So the instruction says y is equal to 3. So 3y plus y will give you 4y. That is no doubt. But 4y is not the final answer. Since y is 3, 4 times y. So it means 4 times 3. So what you are supposed to get is 12. 12 is correct. I want us to be gradual about this. Sally, it is not 4y. I just said it now. Farida, it's not 12y. It's not 12y. 3y plus y will give you 4y. Like when you say 3 oranges plus 1 orange, it will give you what? 4 oranges. All right. But when they say 1 orange costs 3 naira, that means each of the oranges has to be multiplied by 3. 4 oranges, 3 naira each. So what we're saying is that the total amount of money will be 3 times 4, which is 12. All right. Please, we need to take it easy. I'm still explaining number one. I don't want everybody to be rushing. Don't let us rush. Okay? So that everybody can move together. Don't let us rush. So that everybody can move together. Okay, so that is settled. So number one, you have 12. Okay. So the answer should be 12. Now for number two, 7y. Since your y is equal to 3 for each expression, so for all the expression, anywhere you see y, what you are supposed to put is 3. All right. For all the expression, what you are supposed to put is 3. So it means that these three you have here. So when you come here, 7y means 7 times 3. So what you are supposed to have is 21. 21. Yes. Jamil, which question number is that? That's why I said we should take it one after the other. Some people are rushing already. Okay, so number 2 is 21. Okay, so can I reverse it now? Let everybody try. What do you think number 3 answer will be? This is a warm-up. Number 3. Should we write? Yes, you can write. It's a warm-up test. If you want to write, good. It's good for you. You can always go back. Abdul Kudus. Okay. Now, when you see 10y minus 4y, why can't you first do the mathematics of subtraction? 10y minus 4y, you are going to get 6y. So now you can now multiply your 6 by the value of y, which is 3. The value of y is 3. So 6 times 3 give you 18. Okay. And then the next one, 4y. No, Farida, number 3 is not equal to 8. I just explained that. Number 3 is not equal to 8. Number 3 is not equal to 8. Yes. You are supposed to get a value. Some of you are still writing y in your answers. You are supposed to get a value. There is a value for y. They said your y equals 3. Look at it. I'm dangling my cursor on it here. Instruction. Pay attention to instruction. The reason why most of you don't do well in maths is you don't follow instruction. There is an instruction given that y is equal to 3. So anywhere you see y, you should put 3. All right? Don't put your answer as something y. Y is not the final answer. And you know that this is multiple choice question. It will come as multiple choice question. So I may put y there to confuse you. If you are not careful, you'll get it wrong. All right? So I want you to pay attention to the instruction. All right? Yes, number 4, 9y means 9 times 3, and then you get 27, which is correct. Okay, so we are moving to number 5. Number 5, somebody got 36. Okay, it's like most people are getting 36. Jubril Awesu, that's nice. Omena, good. Let us hold on number 5. Don't write for number 6. Yes. Toluwani, Oganla, slow down. Slow down. All right. Let's concentrate on this number 5. Okay. So for number 5, what you are going to do is add all the terms together, all the terms. Y plus 5y plus 6y. Everything will give you 12y. And then you know the value of your y is 3. So you multiply that by 12 and you will get 36. Okay. So we have 36. And then the last one will give you 30. All right. The last one will give you 30 because 10 times 3 by default is 30. So you can see that is why I need you to follow instruction. Please, it is very important. Don't rush to solve any question. Don't always rush to solve any question. I know you are good, you are smart, but then you need to pay attention to the instruction. The instruction might be telling you something else, but if you are doing something else, automatically you'll be wrong from the beginning. So I want you to pay attention to that. All right. Okay, so I want to move ahead now. Can I go ahead? Yes, Azan Kazim, thank you. I've seen your answers. Thank you very much. You can go on YouTube and check out the assignments. You can go on YouTube, watch the videos. Towards the later part of the video, you will see the assignment there. Okay, so let's move on. All right. Okay. I'm not going to, because the reason why I'm just skipping this is because we are talking in terms of nickels, dimes, quarters, and these are not Nigerian currency, so I decided not to bother myself with it. Okay. Now this is what we want to do. We want to learn to simplify algebraic expression. That is the topic. Simplifying algebraic expressions. That's what we are doing today. Simplifying algebraic expressions. Simplifying algebraic expressions. So we want to learn to simplify. The computer you are using, what happened? What happened to the computer? What of questions like 4y plus 4y? You had all the y's. 4y plus 4y will give you 8y. All right? Yes. And then if your y has a particular value, then you multiply it by that value. But if there's no value for it, just give the answer 8y, that's all. Okay. Now, so these are terms we are going to what is term, what is coefficient. We want to look at this vocabulary. What do we mean by the word term? What do we mean by the word coefficient? All right. 4 plus 4y, you leave it like that. 4 plus 4y simply means 4 plus 4y. And that is why we need to look at it here. We are going to address that, your question earlier. I'm going to address that question. 2q plus 2q. Who is Demola? You are not serious. You need to pay attention. You don't know the meaning of this. You are trying to distract this class. And you have been warned. Demola, you have been warned. All right? Okay, so we have this in the expression, and I want everybody to concentrate. It's okay. Concentrate on the screen now. Stop typing. Concentrate on the screen. I want you to concentrate on the screen now. There is an expression on the screen. You have 7x plus 9y plus 15. Then you have another 7x. You have another 9y, and then you have 15. Now, each of those that I just mentioned, they are called terms. 7x is a term, 9y is a term, and then 15 is also a term. Each of them are called a term. Okay, so a term can be a number, it can be a variable, and it can be a product of number and variable. It can even be addition and subtraction of numbers and variables, depending. But when you have them arranged in such way, you call them terms. When you combine all those terms together now in an expression, it is called the mathematical expression or algebraic expression. So what you have on the screen now, 7x plus 9y plus 15, it is called algebraic expression. It is called algebraic expression, algebraic expression. Now, when you now separate it, or you have an equal to in between the algebraic expressions, that is when you now have equation. So there's difference between equation and expression. Equation, the difference is it will have equal to. Now, this one I wrote on the screen now has no equal to. So this one is simply an expression. It is not an equation, it is an expression. Okay. All right. So look at this. This one is still an expression. What you have here is an expression, not an equation. Okay, so you can see them, each of them separated with this, they are called terms. So 7x is a term, 5 is a term, 3y squared is a term, y on its own is a term, x over 3, each of them are called terms. They are called terms. Okay, and then now when we now talk about coefficient, okay, so a coefficient is the number that is multiplying a variable. Okay, let me pick 7x. 7x is a term, but 7 is called the coefficient. All right, 7 is called a coefficient, and then the letter behind it is called a variable. Why do we say it's a variable? Because its value can change. A variable is any expression that has a changing value. From the word varies, that is why we pick the word variable. When a term changes its value. All right, the warm-up test we did, I can say when y is equal to 4, it will change the value that we have if y were to be 3. All right, that's why we call it variable, because the value can change. So that's what we call variable. All right, so look at this now. If y has a coefficient of 1, then that will be, so 1y. All right, a variable by itself like y has a coefficient of 1, right? Okay. You can see a coefficient, you can see a variable. All right. This is 7 is a coefficient, x is a variable. S can be 1, S can be 2, S can be 2, S can be 3, S can be 4. All right. So you can have several values for x. You can have several values for x. Okay. All right. Now, when we talk about terms, there are some terms that are similar. We call them like terms. Like terms. They have the same variable, but the coefficient can be different. The coefficient can be different, but the variables are the same. The variables are the same. So let's see like terms. 3x and 2x, they are like terms because they have the same variable. W and W over 7, they are like terms. 5 and 1.8 are constant, so they are like terms. So this one now, the exponents are different. These ones are unlike terms. You can see 5x squared, you can see 2x. X is not the same thing as x squared. X is not the same thing as x squared. So assuming my x is 5, then x squared will be 25. You can now see that 25 is not the same thing as 5. So when you see x squared and x, don't think they are the same. They are different terms, okay? Look at this one, 6a and 6b. A and b, they are not the same thing. Yes, you have 6. 6 is a coefficient, but a and b are different. A and B are different, so they are unlike terms. And then 3.2 and n. 3.2 is a number, n we don't know its value, it's a variable. 3.2 is a number, n is a variable. So these ones are unlike terms, unlike terms. They are unlike terms, okay? All right. Now, look at this. They ask us to identify like terms in the list. Which terms are like terms? Okay, can anybody help me with this? Which of these are like terms? Salam. Okay, you just joined now. You are welcome. Okay, the like terms, I see 3t and 7t, which is correct. They are like terms. Do we still have any other like terms there? I think there's still one that I can notice. Yes, 9v and 8v. There's another one I can see. I can still see one more. 5w square and 4w square. Okay, so let's all see this way. All right, we want to look at it. Use different shapes or colors to indicate set of like terms. Okay, so I want to use shapes to identify my terms. You can use different symbol. All right, like look for like variables with like powers. Let's see this. So we have this answer. So I'm circling anyone that has t. So I see 3t and 7t. I circled it. You can see the circle comes with a red color. All right. And then for my W square, so I'm using hexagon and it comes with a green color. We are learning how to simplify algebraic expression. You have it on the screen. That's what we are learning. Sally Ibrahim, I want to identify the terms that are the same, like terms. The terms that are the same. If you look at what I circled, 3t and 7t, they are like terms. I explain what like terms are. 3t and 7t are like terms because they have the same variable. Yes, the numbers, the coefficient might be different, but the variables are the same. So I can add them, I can subtract them, I can do anything I want, to them because they are similar. So then you can see W square. I have 5w square, I have 4w square. So I'm using shape and color to separate, to look for the ones that are the same. And then for my v, I use a square that comes with a blue color. I'm only trying to use this to separate the terms that are the same. You can use a biro to tick, all right, using different signs on them. So the like terms, 3t and 7t, 5w square and 4w squared, then 9v and 8v. All right, so should we write? Yes, you can write if you want to. I'm trying to be slow enough, so those who want to make jottings can go ahead and do that, please. You can go ahead and do that. Okay. So if anybody wants to write, let me just quickly pause for a minute and allow you to write if you want to write. Just a minute. All right, so we have to move on. In case you miss any part of the class, please make sure you go on YouTube. For those who are joining the class midway, you have to go on YouTube, study it from the beginning. And please, like I said, there may be tests tomorrow. So start preparing now. There may be tests tomorrow. There may be tests tomorrow. Be on the lookout. Always stay online and check for the information that will be sent to you. Very important, please. Very important. All right. Now we want to do this, and I'm going to be very fast with this. I want to be very fast with this. So we want to identify like terms. What are the like terms? And you have to be very careful here. Okay. Look for like variables with like powers. Now I want to start from my y. I see y raised to power 3. Where else can I see y raised to power 3? Okay, I see somewhere and I see somewhere too. So it means I have 4y raised to power 3, 5y raised to power 3. Okay. So, and then I can also see 2x and I can see 8x. I can also see 5z and 8z. All right. So you have this, the x's with a red circle. I'm using hexagon for the y cube. All right. And then my square is covering the z's. So you can see them. They are the like terms I have, so I can write them out. I can write them out. 2x and 8x, 4y raised to power 3 and 5y raised to power 3, 5z and 8z. All right. Okay, now that we can now identify like terms, the next thing we need to do is how can we group them? We can group them, all right? When you have a mixture of rice and beans, you can always pick and separate if it is not much anyway. It is not much. Or let me say a mixture of let me use oranges and apple. Okay, when you have it mixed up, there's a way you can pick it and then you separate. Now, so when you have something like that, then we can always get that done. So combining like terms is easy. When you have four of these cubes and 5 of the cubes you want to combine together, of course you are going to have 9 of it. So it's a very simple thing when you are combining like terms, especially addition and subtraction. It's a very easy thing. Okay, so you can always combine them in that way. All right. Okay, so So you have 4x plus 5x is equal to 9x. So those that are not paying attention have been removed from the class. If I have anyone disturbing again, I will have to remove that person. You are here to learn, not to disturb others. Right? Okay, so combining like times our variable, you can see the way we added it. 4 of this plus 5 of this will give you 9 of it. So the same way we work it out, with our mathematics. So the same way we can do this. All right. So look at the screen now. 60 minus 40, 60 minus 40, you can see how to simplify now. Justify your steps using the commutative, associative, and distributive property when necessary. Now, all this one means that you can regroup in everything we are having here, commutation or commutative, associative, and distributive property. It's talking about regrouping or rearranging, all right? Now, look at this. They are like terms already. So 60 minus 40, so I can subtract, and then I'll get my answer. Out of 6, out of 6 thumbnails, remove 4 thumbnails. What you have left is 2 thumbnails, okay? So you have that. And then for this, 45x minus 37y plus 87. Now, look at this. If you see this second expression, you see that nothing is common to all of them. There is no like terms. They don't have the same variable. So there is nothing you can do to them. Somebody asked this question earlier, like 4 plus 4x. You don't do anything to it, you just leave it like that. And that is what you are seeing on the screen now. 45x minus 37y plus 87. I just have to leave it like that because there are no like terms. There are no like terms, so you have to let it be. Okay. Now, this one, 3a square plus 5b plus 11b square minus 4b plus 2a square minus 6. You have to take your time because expression like this can be very confusing. Take your time, look for the like terms. Those are the ones you are going to group together, okay? So what you have here is the first thing, identify the like terms. You can see the way I rewrote them. I can see 3a square, I can see 2a square. Written in red, what I'm trying to do is to identify the like terms. 5b and 4b, I can identify them. Then 11b square will remain because nothing is like it. The minus 6 also will remain. So at the end of the day, I'll combine them. Now, when you are grouping, look at what I've just done. 3a square plus 2a square, and then 5b minus 4b. Anytime you are regrouping, make sure that the sign that comes with the term is also moving with it. Like when I have 4b, it comes with a minus before the 4, so it has to go with it too. Don't just say 5b plus 4b, that would be wrong. You have to take the sign in front of the variable with it, okay? So you can now see the last two that I don't know what to do to them. I just put them in one side now. So it will be easier for me now to add and subtract the regular coefficient. So what I have is a square, a square. So 3 of it plus 2 of this will give me 5 of a square. Then 5b minus 4b will just give me 1 of it left. So it is not proper to put 1. 1b means 1 times b. Anything times 1 is that number. So I don't need to put 1 in front, all right? And then the last two terms that are not similar will just be there. And that is 11b squared minus 6. So I'll just take a time to relax a bit here. I want you to go through it and see the way I've rearranged it using the colors and to separate. So 30 seconds, try and understand what I've done. You can't hear me, Ridwana. I'm still talking. Check your own, check your speaker, check your connection, please. Faiza, you have to be very, very careful. You have been warned, or else you'll be removed. Sally, I'm still talking. Now I'm burying my head in the speakers. You should be able to hear me now. Sally, let me know if you can hear me. You and Ridwana. I'm talking close to the speaker now. Okay, good. You can hear me. Nice one. What about Ridwana? Can you hear me now? Yes, I know you was answering question, but you need to hold on. Wait until I ask you to type. You can't, Sally. Wow. I think you need to check your connections because every other person can hear me. Okay, so I move ahead. Now, this one, of course, simple one. Don't write answer, don't type, just pay attention. Okay, here I'll just add directly 5y and 3y are like terms, and it's easy for me. And then I'll get my answer. It will give me 8y. All right, it will give me 8y. But now, this second one, this is where you need to pay attention. Everyone needs to pay attention here. There is a bracket. So the first thing is each of the terms inside the bracket has to be multiplied by 2. That's the first thing you need to do. Okay, so this is what they call distribution. 2 times x squared will give me 2x squared. Then 2 times 13x will give me 26x. But you can see this 6 is not part of the bracket. So don't go ahead to multiply 2 by 6. You'll be wrong. You'll be wrong if you do that. So the 2 has no connection with 6. So you don't need to multiply the 2 by 6. You don't need to multiply the 2 by 6. So you just leave the 6 on its own. The 2 is only concerned with what we have in the brackets, and you have done that. So once you have been able to do this, you leave your answer like this because there is no commonality. There are no like terms. There are no like terms. So you have to note that you are not supposed to add or subtract. You just leave your answer like that. All right. There's nothing to add or subtract. They are not the same term. They are not like terms. So you leave your answer like this. Leave your answer like this. Take your time when you are solving mathematics so that you don't get confused. All right. Are you writing everything? Write the one you think is important for you. Write the one you think is important to you. All right. But definitely, I'm not going to wait for you to be writing because I have just 5 to 10 minutes left here. So I need to speed up. Okay. So there are no like terms to combine. You can watch this video on YouTube. You can pause at your own convenience to write whatever you want to write. For the sake of this class, there is time. All right. So another class will begin very soon. So I don't want to delay with too much of writing. If there's anything you need to write, go on YouTube, watch the video, pause it at your own convenient, intervals, and then you can jot down important points. Now, look at this. I want us to try this, everybody. Okay, so let me see what you can do with this. There's a question on the board now. You can start typing. You can start typing. What answer will this give you? You can start typing now. If you want to type, let me see the first 3 students to get it correctly. The first 3 students to go. Okay, Ridwana, I've seen your answer. You are the only one that has written an answer for me. 9x raised to power 2 plus 5. Okay. 9x raised to power 2 plus 5. Okay. Yeah, it's like everybody's. Okay, so I can see answers coming in now. Okay. I've seen Victor, Omina, Oganla, Daniel, Abdul Kudus. Yes, I'm waiting for others. Okay, so how did we arrive at that? The first thing is to identify like terms, and you can see I've identified them. All right. Then the next thing is to group them. 4x squared, 3x squared, and 2x squared can be grouped. 4y and the other 4y can be grouped. Okay. So you can see that when we add, we are going to have 9x squared. 4y minus 4y, of course, that'll be 0. You don't need to put 0 in the equation. 0 is nothing. So our answer is 9x raised to power 2 plus 5. Azan, thank you. Farida, no, you wrote is equal to 5. Farida, it should be plus 5. There's no equal to yet. You wrote is equal to 5. Maybe you were typing in a haste or in a hurry, as the case may be. So this is what we have. All right, you corrected yourself. Good one. Now look at this. These are the application of the questions as it may come. And I want you to pay attention. You can see geometry application. Write an expression for the perimeter of the triangle. When simplifying, then simplify the expression. Okay, so this is a triangle. And then how do we write perimeter? Perimeter simply means addition of all the border sides or the border lines, as the case may be. So you are adding all the borders together. It means 2x plus 3 will be added to 3x plus 2, and that will be added to x. So somebody wrote 6x plus 5, that's Christian, the first to type an answer, followed by Daniel. Is this a right angle triangle? No, nobody asked you whether it is a right angle. All you need to do is to add the sides. Perimeter, when you are looking for perimeter, add up addition of all the sides of a shape is what gives you perimeter. And all the sides have been given. So all you need to do is just to add them up. Add them up. Okay, so expect application questions like this. Yes. He-man, you have to simplify and then get an answer. You don't stop at just that addition. You can see like terms, you are supposed to add all the like terms. You can see they say you should make it simple, simplify the expression. The expression you wrote is long, He-man. Okay, good, good. You have corrected that. I love that. All right. So this is the expression as long as it will be addition of all the sides. And then adding all the like terms, you can see what I have here. 2 plus 3, x plus 3, x plus 2x. And at the end of the day, your answer will give you, oh, sorry, I was too fast on that. Okay, so you have 6x plus 5, which is the correct answer. 6x plus 5 is the correct answer. Yes, Aisha Zan, good. Moshood, nice one. Jamil, great. All right. So we are going to move ahead. Okay. So I want you to try this. Everyone, you have to be fast about it. Our time is almost up. Our time is almost up. Let me see the first 3 persons to do this, and then I'll move ahead. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 people now. Okay, good. Yeah, so we have to go ahead because of time. All right. Thank you very much. This is all we can take today. So we are going to try this as assignment. So this will be an assignment for you. All right. This will be an assignment for you. So we're going to continue from here next class. Thanks for coming. God bless you.